Mr. Raj Jaswa himself. So folks, good morning and welcome. I will not do the introduction of Raj Jaswa because he do it himself. And so the request is that Raj will quickly take you through his entrepreneurship journey, about 10-15 minutes. And as you know, he teaches entrepreneurship at IIT Bombay. And so he's asked this to be a very informal Ask Me thing kind of a type Q&A session. So a lot of you have various questions about your journeys that you wanted to answer. And from the conversations that we had leading up to today, a lot of you were asking about, when to ask funding from investors, how to ask, how do you manage people, how do you manage production. So no better man than Raj to kind of talk about, sales, marketing, production, fundraising and everything. So feel free to make use of him. He's here with us. Post Raj's session, we'll have a quick note on the Thai Academy which we're starting. For a lot of you who didn't know this, Raj actually did our version 0.0 of Thai Academy about a year and a half ago, when he would sit in Silicon Valley and every early morning, live feed into us and teach a few students. So I hope that you're going to do that as well this time. Thank you very much. And so I've got Vinkan, who's the co-chair of Thai Academy, who's going to also kind of take 5 minutes and answer your questions. Some of you have already got some questions about, is this the right time for me at this stage, all of that. So he'll be more than happy to answer that. And over to you, Mr. Raj, and fire all cylinders.
Great. Thanks, Naveen. Okay, so, let me basically give you a quick rundown of maybe 20-25 minutes. Cover a little bit about, what my background is entrepreneurially. And then focus on, how a company that is maybe 2 or 3 years old should have its act together. Because, I'm assuming that most people coming to this particular talk are entrepreneurs who are pretty much on their way. And, since now I teach entrepreneurship, and I've been doing it for about 5 years, almost 2,000 students, IIT students have been through my 1-year program. So I do 2 courses. One is idea to businessman. So that's first semester. The second semester is startup to IPO, or how to build your company. So that it is, you do everything that would ensure success as much as possible. But we all know that there are challenges for every company. But how do you do most of the things, and how do you develop the skills so that you can handle all the challenges that are likely to pop up? Right? So I teach these 2 courses. They are 4 credit courses, and almost 2,000 students have been through it. And to me, the best reward that I've gotten from this is that already there are at least about 25 or 30 or more startups that students have started right from scratch. Instead of taking those Infosys jobs and TCS jobs and whatever other high-paying jobs of Microsoft and Google, they are walking away from them and starting their own companies. And what's wonderful is that I'll share a little bit, a few of them, but now at least a handful of them have revenues in the range of 10 crores. 10 crores. Earning 10 crores in India is, in my opinion, more hard than earning $10 million in the US. Because I know how hard it is to do business in India. I've done business in India, but it's like 10 times harder to do business in India compared to outside. But once you do business in India, I think you end up getting more sustainability in India. So that hard work that you do up front will pay off. While abroad, you'll get your 10 million quick, but in 2 years you can be knocked out. So it's like, pros and cons. but it's very gratifying, and that too, as you'll see from some of the instances that came of these startups. Fantastic startups. I mean, it's like mind-blowingly different startups. They're not copycat of US startups or Chinese startups or whatever. They are just brilliant startups that solve Indian problems. Problems in the Indian economy and the Indian economic infrastructure. Right? There's a way by which we have a massive economy, but it's got its own unique traits. As he's got the travels. It's very disorganized, but it's massive. And the digitization and the platforms that have come. So, just to give you an idea, I decided that I get bored very quickly. About maybe 7 years I'm bored. So I decided to do 3 different companies, 3 totally different industries, and one was semiconductor, actually making chips and selling chips on a global basis. Second one was enterprise software, big enterprise software licensing kind of thing, up to $10 million of software licenses that we were charging. So built an enterprise software company, and the last one was consumer video streaming. So, same thing that Tata Sky is doing and so on. So 3 totally different kinds of businesses, and we all know that every business has its own uniqueness, but also there's a common platform. And so it's fun to start new businesses because you're challenged as you go. We got, first company, like most entrepreneurs, very hard to get money from professional investors. So all the angel investing happened from our parents or our uncles or whatever savings we had. After that, because once you build a reputation, VCs will put money down quite easily. So there's a kind of range of fundings that we raised, 1 to 35 million. Customers totally different, products different. Being Silicon Valley based, you'll see that I leverage global a lot. So if Chinese engineers made sense, build teams in Taiwan. If Indian engineers made sense, build teams in Pune, Chennai, etc., or in the US. And when you don't have money, you cannot afford to lose money. So obviously, with the first startup, angel funded, we never lost money. We just made money, more money, more money. With the second company, we made so much money during the dot-com era that there was no reason to try to make money. It was only focused on grow. And so we never focused on putting something into the bank. So we never made money, but became very, very successful because we solved problems with the biggest companies. Last one, I tried the SaaS model, and I can tell you, SaaS is the hardest model to run because it's so hard to get to profitability. Now we all know that if we ever get to profitability and positive cash flow, then you're king. Now nobody can stop you. But because it's so attractive or it's so easy to get customers, but getting to profitability is lots of difficulties, and didn't really get there. So we had to shut it and license it. But the first 2 had very good exits. First one I took public for $400 million valuation. Second one, imagine raising no money and $400 million valuation. Guess who made all the money? The founders, right? So that's one of the benefits of angel funded and self-funded. Selectica, we actually had a peak IPO of $5 million, and this one we just had to kind of license it out, license the technology. So there are many different kinds of startups. One is a startup where you're entering a known market. So the challenge is not market risk. The challenge is product risk and competitive risk. So this one was a product risk and a competitive risk business because we were entering chipsets for a known market. So we just had to be faster, better, cheaper. Right? So the whole strategy for this first company was how to be faster, cheaper, better. and you'll see that, as entrepreneur, we came up with breakthrough new ways of doing things faster, better, cheaper. And here, we have no money, less than $1 billion, no technology relative to all these big companies, no fabs, all of these guys have fabs, and yet in 5 years we became the world's largest chipset company, selling more than 100 million devices. Imagine shipping 100 million devices across the globe to the biggest company like IBM to the smallest, garage in Taiwan making motherboards. So we were shipping to everybody, and 1 in 4 PCs were using our chips and so on. So you can see that this one was more the challenge was how to be fast and nimble, but also be big, very good at production. This was how to do high quality production in the cheapest way, but also the fastest way, faster than the competition, than the big companies. And just to give you a little bit of idea as to, we have many different techniques for funding it, because cash flow, as you can imagine, is very hard in the semiconductor business. Now, how did we fund it? We didn't have the money, we didn't have the capital, but we funded a semiconductor business. How many people can fund a product company without having any capital in the pocket? So we came up with very creative ways of funding it. We came up with very creative ways of accelerating our product development and deployment faster than all of these guys. So just to give you an idea, so in the semiconductor business, you make a chip and then you release it to the fab. Then you wait for 10 weeks to get the samples, test it, and these are 50,000 transistors up to 1 million transistors. There's a mistake. You fix the mistakes, you release the thing again, and then you release to production. So automatically there's a 6 to 9 month gap between releasing from first time to actually getting revenue. It's like 9 months actually. So I knew that time to market was the key success factor for a startup in the semiconductor business. So I walked over to my engineers, it was probably 20 people just like this. And I said, look, we have to be first to market. We are same type of market as these guys. Nobody will buy anything from us. So I said, the only option is to be right the first time. So these were engineers who had been in business for 15, 20 years. They've never been right the first time. They're working for Intel and TI and all that. Some mistake. Signal polarity is off, or speed is off, or some other problem or the other. And they get a chance to fix it and then release it afterwards. No matter how many automated test tools they're using and everything else. But I said, we cannot afford to be late or be after or at the same time frame as these guys. They have to be. So the only way I can think of is, you guys finish your design, we release it to manufacturing, and I'm going to release the production order at the same time. And you know what happens to a chip if it comes back with a bug in it? We'll throw everything away. So at that time we only had $1 million. So I said, this entire $1 million that we've got, we're going to release $1 million to buy the chips. And I'll give you 3 more days to do more testing and more thinking and more discussion to figure out if this thing is going to work. So these guys were nervous as hell. But you put a challenge, people rise to it, right? That's as you can expect. Released it. I released the order for $1 million worth of silicon. Even NEC from the order said, what are you doing? This chip has never been tested. This database has never been checked out. And you're releasing all the wafers right now? I said, just do it, And they took the order, and as you would expect, it comes back, you plug it onto the let's go, everything works. Guess what happened? I'm 6 months ahead of the competition. It means my customers are going to be 6 months ahead of whoever doesn't use it. And automatically, in 1 year, our revenue went from 0 to $25 million. With $19 million of profit. All of a sudden, I was more well funded than any other VC funded startup at that time. And then the next year, we made $65 million with $37 million of profit. And $100 million. So it's like, when you have the ability to execute better than the competition by getting things right the first time, you can blow away anything. And that's because this business, the key success factor is faster, cheaper, better. If you don't optimize faster, cheaper, better, how can you expect to beat these big Goliaths, right? So anyway, so this one became very successful, huge valuation, everything went up. Then after 7 years, this IIT guy meets me and says, hey, I'm an AI guru, and I've developed some technology where I do all this AI stuff, and I moved it to Java. Imagine in 1996, he had an AI engine in Java running on the internet. And nobody even barely knew Java. And this guy already had his AI engine, which he had developed in Xerox PAR, which had been ported over to Java. So he said, we've got this cutting edge technology. So this one, it's a different kind of startup. It's not a faster, better, cheaper. It's like coming up with a whole new kind of way of doing things, right? AI to solve business problems is a new way of thinking for CIOs. So it's a whole new, so the challenges for this is evangelization. Can you evangelize a new way of doing things to people who are very conservative? CIOs are the most, I don't know how many of you deal with CIOs, Chief Information Officers. They're all 45, 50, 60-year-old people, and they grew up in the COBOL days. They're trying to make decisions about the IT future of these companies, and they're not going to want to take a risk with a brand new technology. Internet is already a big jump for them. Talk about Java, then talk about security of Java, then talk about AI, for them. So the whole challenge for Selectica was how to evangelize new technology to the most conservative, stodgy global 2000 company. And we were again late in this market, and we had no relations, credibility, and these people's personality was not kind of young personality. And yet, in 5 years, we were signing $10 billion license deals. So IBM paid $10 million, Cisco paid $10 million, Dell paid $10 million, Hitachi paid $10 million, Aetna paid $10 million, GE paid $10 million. All of these people paid $10 million of license, another $5 to $10 million or more of services. I had about 800 people total in the company. And you can see that, you can use, just management skills and entrepreneurial skills now to tackle a totally different kind of market, right? It's like you're not going faster, better, cheaper, but you're doing breakthrough new technology and then evangelizing and getting people to use it and then building a brand. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about what it takes to do this kind of business, because that's where most startups are going to be. It's not so easy to do what we did with Opti, which is take on an existing market where the big giants everywhere, which is faster, better, cheaper. So we'll talk more about this and how to do it. Okay, so after doing entrepreneurship for 25 years, I said, what are the things that help me, no matter what kind of startup it is, right? So these are the 8 points that I have. You might want to take a picture of this. But all these slides have given to Saloni. So she emailed it to you guys. So you don't have to really keep copy of it. But so these are 8 very important things that I've used no matter what startup I've been involved with. So never do anything where the market doesn't want it, right? So that's number 1, and you don't know that. Number 2, I think, is also, I've explained wrongly, but it's very important, fast product development. Number 3 is something that a lot of entrepreneurs make a mistake. They don't trust their own engineers. But you can see, if I had not trusted my engineers at Opti, then, and I'd second guess them, I would be a dead doer. I would not have succeeded. I would not be around. So delegating and trust is pretty important. But obviously, when you delegate and trust, it doesn't mean that you just let them do what they want, right? Obviously, there is a way to delegate where they know they're responsible. So I showed them that, brought them in, told them, if you don't get it right, I'm trusting you with this entire $1 million that we have in the bank, that we're going to invest based on your getting it right. But if you don't, the chip comes out bad, we all lose our job. And so you have to delegate and trust them, but with responsibility. Next one is very important. A lot of people don't understand that competition is a skill, and you have to prepare for that skill. It's not something that, we cut the price, we do something. It's not a random thing. It is something that you prepare for. It's like, and there is a whole art to competing. And this is a free book. How many people have read it? 1. Yeah. 2. Okay, so clearly this is the Bible for all entrepreneurs. If you have not read this book, then you're either going to be a victim of somebody who's read the book, or you will not succeed in competing. You'll be very inefficient in competing because you don't know what the meaning of competition is. So there is a whole art of competing, and the Sun Tzu, which is a general from 2,000 years ago in China, he was a general for 40 years and never lost even one war. Now we want to learn from people like that. People who never lose a war. Right? So if you read his book, you will learn how not to lose any fight. And when you compete with somebody to get a sales order, that's a war. Either you get the business or you get the business. When you're fighting to, get an order, win a PO, or do anything, if you're competing with somebody, you need to know how to compete, how to get the best of whatever resources you have, people, materials, time, etc., to succeed. This one is not easy to understand, but it's really, point is that you've lost in business only when you give up. So, and we all know in a startup, you won't win the first order, you won't win the second order, you won't win the third order, and the competition feels wow, ye to bhi gaya. Second time he beats you, he beat that. Third time he beats you, he beat that. Now he's gone completely, 3 times I've beaten him. Now he'll never show up. But only when you give up has he won. So if you look at Selectica, it took us 3 years to win our first PO. 3 years. In those 3 years, we must have lost at least about 20 times to the competition. But each time we lost, we analyzed why we lost, improved our product. Next time we lost, analyzed, improved. Sometimes it was product problem. sometimes it was service problems, sometimes it was sales quality problems, sometimes it was marketing collateral problems, sometimes it was feature set problems, sometimes it was performance problems, sometimes it was testability problems, sometimes it was maintainability problems. Each time we lost, we analyzed why we lost. So after 19 losses, our product was so complete and so solid that we won the first one. But after that, we never lost. After losing 19 times, we became so good that we never lost against the competition ever in any order, and actually ended up driving our competitor who had won the first 19 times, both of them, into bankruptcy. See, only when you lose the battle and throw up your hands, that's the end of your game. When you lose the battle and you learn, now, you are just becoming more and more dangerous. Next time, some other point you lose, another point. Finally, you'll be so good, you can never lose. And so that was the secret to our strategy at Selectica. How to lose, and then win forever. Right? So that's the message in this one. This is also very important. People who have done business know this, that the best product rarely wins. The thing that wins is the one with the personal relationship. And personal relationship is not bad. You think that bribery and all that stuff, but it's really not bad, because the personal relationship is what is going to end up giving the customer the best end result finally. Because of customer relationship, you're going to support him properly. You're going to solve his problem. You're going to customize it. You're going to anticipate his needs, etc., etc. So for both sides, personalizing customer relationship from day one. With every customer, I recommend the CEO or the entrepreneur or the founding team members should have a personal relationship. You make phone calls, you understand what his children are doing, you understand, what are his issues. So you understand all the people on a personal basis. Nobody is too low or too unimportant not to go there. So everybody that you connect with, personalize. But that personalization, so I was reading the reason I found this out is because I read this article about this car salesman. It's very hard for car salesmen to sell cars. But there was one car salesman. Instead of him chasing customers, the customers will come to him. Imagine a car salesman to whom the customers come, rather than him going and saying, "Can you buy a car?" For him, life is made when customers call you whenever they need the car. So this trick was that from the day he started in business 40 years ago, every time he talked to a customer, on a small card, he made notes about the customer. 2 kids, just married, kids going to this school. Just make notes and put that in a filing cabinet. And then at the right time, he would send his thank you things, congratulations. And when he called up to say, how is this kid doing, where's he school, how's the wife doing, all this stuff. Imagine when somebody has personalized relationship over 40 years, you want to buy a car from him or somebody else? An unknown person, no matter how good the car is. This personalizing relationship is a cumulative process, and you have to do it from the day you start. So, before I stopped working, I had built up a Rolodex. That time we had Rolodex. I had 5 Rolodexes with 2,000 cards each. Almost 10,000 people all over the world. So if you want to go to Samsung, I can give you 20 people. If you want to go to Hitachi, I'll give you go to Ericsson and if you want Nokia in Finland, I'll do France, Olivetti in Italy, Reliance, Infocom. I can give you all people, their contacts, what they were doing, so all of us meet a lot of people, but we miss the opportunity every time. And then it's gone. So you can't, what happened? So this personalizing customer relationship, it's a lifelong process. And it's a big habit that you cultivate that will continue to pay off. And then success comes automatically. You're not fighting for success. Orders come because people call you rather than you. So for example, Michael Dell was a kid, 19-year-old kid in 1986. And I was a product manager at Intel. And he had taken a small apartment and he was building and assembling computers. This is 1986. He was a 19-year-old kid. So he was assembling computers and I was a product manager in Intel. And then I visited Austin. I said, who's this company? I've never even heard of it. That is, he was called PCs Limited at that time. I said, I've never heard of this PCs Limited, but there are already so many chips. So I visited them. I see there's 3 rooms, First room he's sitting, second room they're designing something, third room the technician is fixing something, putting a box and shipping. That was the factory. Then so I said, this guy definitely has product moving, so I said, let's support him. So give him, access to the latest Intel chips and so on. So he remembered me from those days. Because if you get the right process, you can build your mother. But you can't build, you can't say the piece. So he remembered me from those days. So Michael Dell was my customer with Omni. Because, I had to break into these big guys. So, because of my personal relationship that I built at Intel, he bought my computers at all. Then when I started Selectica, he became my customer and put in $10 million into licensing my software. And with Dino, he wanted to invest in my company. So the thing is that you can see one relationship, a random kid, how much ROI is there when you build personal relationships. And this I've done with so many people at all kinds of companies. And so this is very important. This total transparency, at least I believe that, nothing to hide. So I tell all my employees that everybody's salary, stock options, bonuses is sitting in this Excel file in this binder in my office. So if I'm not there and you want to, but really, I just tell them that everything is open. There's nothing to hide. It's something that a lot of managers think that we got to keep things close to them. And the company fall apart if everybody finds out what salary they're making, what bonus they're making, etc., etc. What we don't realize, they know more about what's going on, whether they see a spreadsheet or not. The great point is so strong among the young people that you're trying to, by hiding it, you're actually hurting yourself because it means that you're the only one who doesn't know what's going on. Right? So, my attitude is, hold on. Everything, if you have a bug in a chip, in the big companies, the engineers try to hold that information close to them. And then the test people don't know about it. Then the marketing and sales people definitely don't know about it. And then, customer will obviously run into it. And then it becomes a chaos and disaster. So my attitude is if there's a bug in a chip, the VP of engineering better broadcast it to everybody that we have a bug in the chip. So everybody knows about it. The advantage is that everybody has solved the problem when they know that it is there. If they don't know it is there, it is blow up in your face. So this total transparency has paid off for me very much, and it's something that I kind of encourage all entrepreneurs to practice in their company. And the last one is learn, because technology is moving too fast, things are changing too fast. If everybody doesn't keep learning, not just yourself, every employee should be a learner, and that's probably the most gratifying thing for me, that even 15, 20 years later after Selectica, a lot of my ex-Selectica employees say that, they've started companies, they've done things. I would say that if you're a 2 or 3 year old company, then all 9 points should be something that you are very comfortable about how you're going to execute on these 9 fronts. So you should absolutely know your target customer. You should know why they're buying the product, what problem they're trying to solve, what are the total capabilities and features and functionality the product should have, what is the whole product that needs to be done, things that you can't do yourself, what are the things that partners and allies are doing it, etc. So how do you put the whole product together? Because customers don't want technology, they want a solution. So this whole product is a very important point for a 2 or 3 year old company. How are you going to get the product to the customer? What is the distribution? What is going to be the pricing? So that, what is your objective in pricing? How are you going to handle it? How are you going to handle the competition? And how are you positioned relative to the competition? And always have a goal, right? Where you're going to go next. So these 9 things are something that every company, once you're a 2 or 3 year old company, needs to have it figured out. Should be at the top of your head. Somebody wakes you up in at 2 o'clock in the morning and says, tell me your pricing strategy. You should know it. What's your whole product? You should know it. And so on, right? So the only reason I'm putting this together is because a lot of entrepreneurs have something called blind spot. If you're an engineer, you're only good in the technology area, product development, but you're weak here. If you're an MBA guy, then you'll be strong here, but you're weak in the product side. So everybody's got a blind spot, and it's important that for your company as a whole is to succeed. And any blind spot, any weakness is going to be exploited. And your job is to not have any weakness, and your job is to know the weakness of your competition. Because there's no such thing as a competitor who's got everything right? So when you compete, you got to, no matter how much your salesman tells you, the lowest price है, best product है, full functionality है, delivery है, सब कुछ है, support है, and that's it. It's just that this competitor's salesman has done a better job in kind of covering up his weakness, right? So your job as the founder and the president or MD of the company is to figure out the weakness. Because everybody's got a weakness, and never get scared, right? So, okay, this is just a quick summary of what you need to look at in terms of defining your customers as a problem, opportunity, etc., etc. The second thing is you need to know how big is the opportunity, because a lot of the decisions you make and a lot of engineer types are not very good at assessing the size of the market. How big can they become? They all say we are a $50 billion market, but they don't know how that $50 billion came together. So how many people would want to need the product? How many products would that be? How many units? How this thing? How do I find this out? So then that's how you put your total available market. It's good to have a big picture for your business. Then you got to figure out what can you really serve? So how many people can need or use the product, and how many people can you get to? How many of these people out of the total available market can your sales people really get to? If you only have sales people in Maharashtra, total available market is all of India. But if you only have sales people in Maharashtra, don't expect to sell in Tamil Nadu, right? Simple as that. So you use that to cut down your served available market. And how many people have the money? So everybody needs it, but everybody needs an iPhone. But iPhone, only people who have got 50,000 rupees to just throw away, only they can buy. So that would be a much smaller market. That's served available. And in that, there is your target market. This target market has got unique characteristics that fit your unique ability to service the need, right? So, what are you really going to sell and all this stuff, and how do you find that out? So you cut it down from here to your target market. So, this target market is pretty important for you to have at the tip of your fingers, because it tells you how successful you are, right? If your target market is $100 million and you're only doing 1 million, what is stopping you from getting the remaining 99 million? That gives you clues as to what to do and how to develop a business strategy, take you from 1 to. But if you say that my target market is 1 million, I want 1 million, then you have to say, okay, I'm going to get out of Maharashtra if I'm going to grow. And I'm going to have private sales offices in Gujarat and MP and so on. So this is probably where most startups stumble, and where I have to help most of my student entrepreneurs, even when they've got to 4 crore, 5 crore, 10 crore, because they're still here. They haven't. So the target market is this way. But they're sitting at 5 crore or 10 crore, but the target market for their solution is sitting at 100 crore or 250 crore. But they cannot, for some reason, move beyond 5 or 10 crore and to the 50 crore, 100 crore. And we all know that at this, if you stay at this point, at 5 or 10 crore, then you have a company that is not going to grow, there is no ability to scale up, etc. And there's something going on here, which is that these customers are excited about new technology, excited about new solutions, but less than 5% of the world or opportunity of customers is really excited about new things and new technology. Only 5%. Remember that. This is a very important message, that only 5% of the total market will really bet on new technology or new solutions. 95% of the people, which is again broken up into 3 categories, have a totally different personality. For them, the primary need is not to be first. Primary need is not to be the latest. Primary need is not. The primary need might be, for this guy, it is what we call really pragmatists. For these guys, they want something where it is a new solution, fresh solution, state-of-the-art solution, appropriate but safe. There's some reference. There's a proven that they're not the first people to try, right? So they want a complete proven solution. They want to be credible reference. And entrepreneurs are stuck because they cannot provide a reference and they cannot provide a complete solution. And I'll tell you an example of how why we were stuck for 3 years because we were right here for 3 years and just could not get to this point where the money was, because we just could not get to this particular point. So these are people that want a complete solution. These guys are even more conservative, but they're a big amount of money, a huge amount of money sitting there. And you're saying, why are you not buying it? I've got a full solution working, I've got a reference. He's going to say, I want to buy something that is standard. Because if it is not standard, means, what if we go out of business? What if when it's not compatible, what if it's not compatible with all the other solutions? If you're developing a software not compatible with SAP and Oracle, or if it's something else not compatible with some other platform, right? So these guys want to buy something that is simple, easy to operate and use, maintainable, and something that is compatible with established standards, right? So that is what we call late majority of consumers. And then there's always these guys, a good amount of money there too, where these are the government companies, utilities, lots of money there, but very management and decision making that is very sloppy, that is not excited about the latest stuff. Like MTNL, Geofiber is, we all knew Geofiber was coming in, right? But they are like, what I call it is like they're waiting to be killed. So MTNL is waiting to be killed, right? Geofiber comes into every house, and all of a sudden, MTNL has got zero chance of hanging on to the business and their accounts, and they will be killed. And it's a massive enterprise with a massive number of employees, and they will be killed by Geo. And these are the Geo MTNLs of the world. But there's good money to be made there also if you can sell them. Once you can sell them the product. So this is where we really want to focus, because a lot of entrepreneurs are stuck at the 5-10 crore level and cannot make it to the 100 crore plus level. Right? So, and that to pick this one, then this one, then this one. This is where the real profit and the money in the business is. So what is this chasm? So I've shared this particular chart with everybody, and I've been high res, so you can read all of this stuff. And these are all words of wisdom. Everything that's written here, and if I were you, I would take that high resolution JPEG image I've shared, blow it up, and stick it in your office. I would really recommend that. Everyone take this image, JPEG image, blow it up and stick it in your office. Because it will provide you the roadmap as you go along. Right? So you will know where you are as you go along. So as I said, most startups are stuck here, selling to the first 4-5 customers, and then they fall off. The company basically dies. That's because they fail to create a whole product and fail to articulate the benefits from in the real world. And then executing something called a bowling alley strategy. So what that means is, when you go from here to here, you need to customize your solution to a specific industry. For example, with Selectica, we made what we thought was a horizontal platform, which is pricing and configuration for complex products. And that was good enough for these guys. And when we visited Cisco, Cisco is sitting here. IBM is sitting here. All the telcos like AT&T are sitting here. And nobody would buy. He said, why? We've got the best configuration and best pricing engine. reason is we did not understand the whole product. And what is the whole product? The whole product is, do you have application engineers who can deploy the solution for you, write the rules and make it? Do you have the post-sales service and support that will support me, when I have these orders cannot be taken, I can give you the wrong answer? Do you have the ability to customize it for my customize it for my environment? Can you interface it with my SAP and my antiquated ERP systems and all that? Everybody has multiple old ERP systems and accounting systems and all that. Can you integrate in that? Connectivity. So all of this, we were just focused right here. Right here. All of this had to be done before it becomes a whole product, before Cisco would buy. But before, when I was only selling this, my ASP was less than $1 million. When I sold all of this, and I got it all done, it took me 3 more years to do it. It took me 3 years to get this whole product done. I could charge $10 million. Same product, same technology, but whole product, where the money is, megabucks. And so this whole thing is, when it comes together, now you're. So obviously everything cannot be done by yourself. So everybody needs to have a partner strategy. You need to have a supply partner, distribution partner, and business partner. So they will help you get your whole product together. Right? So this is something that once you have it, now you're ready to jump across the chasm. Now you go from a 5 crore business to a 100 crore business. And you've got to realize that big companies who might be your competitors, when you go to this whole product, they automatically have this. See, they automatically have most of these building blocks done. So big companies who are your competitors, it's easier for them to get the whole product than a startup. Okay? And then, you've got to have your sales plan, sales strategy all fixed up. Depending on complexity, marketing complexity, and solutions complexity. So for example, for Opti, do you think my marketing complexity was high? No, it's an existing market. Everybody knows what the customers are. There's no marketing complexity. So no marketing complexity. But the solution is, where I focused, having the best product and biggest features and cache controllers and this and that. So I was sitting here with Selectica, very, very complex product. Market, as well as very, very difficult market. The CIOs never understood what AI was and how AI could be used. So I was sitting up here and I was sitting up here. So I had to have high touch. I had to have direct sales and application engineers who could communicate the technology and had the personal deep relationship with the customer. So I had what I had to hire these salespeople who we call big game hunters. It takes one big game hunter basically 1 to 2 years to bring down a $10 million deal at IBM or Cisco or whatever. So it takes a big game hunter to bring in these $5-10 million license deals. So they need 1 to 2 years to work the deal, work the organization. But it's a very systematic process that we use in order to. So it took, depending on the kind of product you have and the market situation, etc., you've got to know what kind of sales channel you're going to get. You're going to get big game hunters, you're going to get a lot of distributors, are you going to get telesales? These are all low touch, low complexity, easily understand product. So each of you, when you develop your sales and distribution plan should be able to explain and be confident that you're doing the right thing. Because if somebody who's got this kind of a product and he starts hiring big game hunters, what will happen? These big game hunters will take a long time to get the sale, because that's what they're trained to do. They are very expensive, they cost close to $500,000 a year in support costs. And there's no margin in the product. Any low touch, easy to sell, easy to buy product, it's got very low margin by definition. So big game hunters, this is a big mistake that a lot of salespeople, a lot of startups make. They say, oh, we need sales rep. Then they hire a VP of sales, and that guy knows only how to hire expensive direct salespeople. All of a sudden, he's got 10 salespeople costing you crores and crores of rupees, and nothing is coming in terms of margin. Right? So having the right sales and distribution channel is very, very critical. Especially when you have to go to different countries. Because when you go and sell globally, you really got to know how you're going to solve the problem in the country. Pricing model, you can either be high, it can be low, it can be market driven, or it can be free, where you switch the customer from one to the other. So, don't want to go too much time here. Competitive advantage, that's your secret sauce. You can have, everybody's got a secret sauce. In the same market, you can have a player here. You can have 6 different players in the same market using different competitive strategies, different sauces. So you can have an Amazon or a Costco or a Flipkart in a business, but you can also have somebody providing customized solutions for optimizing your car's look and performance. So you can have everything got a way to have a vision for the company. And then this is something that needs to be done only because you want your team, you want your salespeople, you want your customers, your marketing people, your branding people to understand who you are, how you are, what you are. So all these collateral needs to be done right off the bat. It should be available at your fingertips in digital form. So just have it, all this stuff. And the reason is that, it's something that you're going to use all the time. So why develop this every time? Just have it ready and off the shelf. So once you have these 9 things, the last thing to figure out is where are you going to go? Are you going to grow your business this way or this way? So if you have the same application that you're selling into different segments of a customer, then it's more productive. If you have the same customer buying more and more features in your product line, then it becomes word of mouth leverage, where same segment, new application. And so here is an example of one of my student startups. He first won a deal for 75 lakhs to develop a chatbot for State Bank of India. Right? So, he was very happy. He didn't have to raise money, got 75 lakhs from State Bank of India to develop this thing. And then he's ready to start a company. 75 lakhs State Bank of India. How many other banks are there? At least about 50 others. If we get 75 lakhs from each, we've got a great company. But guess what? It's not easy to get the second sale. You might have the best product, but you can't get the second sale. So, this guy got very frustrated. He graduated from my class about 2016, 17, 3 years ago. So he got very frustrated about, how to grow his company and what to do. So I said, okay, you've got 2 choices. You can take your chatbot and you can go to different banks, your ICICI, FDC, HDFC, and so on. Or you can keep adding features and go to State Bank of India. You already know the CIO, you already know the IT manager, you already know the users of the product for your chatbot. What are the needs do they have? Everybody's got needs, right? Because it's an online experience that he's handling, providing. So everybody's got needs. Why don't you talk to all the other departments that are connected with this particular chatbot experience and see what needs they have. And so that's what the approach that he took. So he went to State Bank of India and said, what क्या problem? He said that, so one set of people said, how about having a search and discussion forum? Another person said, how do you transition from chatbot to an agent? Another guy said, how do you redirect the human agent over the call? How do you manage tickets? How do you do meetings? How do you do screen share? So, the State Bank of India alone made another 25 lakhs. Made another 25 lakhs. So he kept growing his company, but guess what ended up happening? He ended up with a whole product. He had all this functionality in another year. 12 more months, he had all this functionality. Now what happens when he goes into HDFC? HDFC says that, the same chatbot looks exciting, but I really need to solve this problem. So we have it. It's already working. We've got a reference customer. Gets the order, gets a foot in the door at HDFC, with this thing. And he gets a foot in the door at ICICI with something else. Yes Bank with something else. So the whole product now enables you to enter different accounts with different functionality. And now he's got think of the top 10 US banks in Mumbai, Yes Bank, ICICI, all of them find one or two of this functionality. And once he sells one or two, once you're inside, he's pushing this, pushing this, adding more and more stuff. So this guy started 2017, and Converse IQ is the name of the company. And this year his billing is going to be 4 crore. Right? And previously he had a challenge with cash flow. He had not raised, he had not raised any money. Right? So he had a challenge with cash flow. So because he used to develop the product on a license basis, and the customer finishes the product, they're going to qualify it, then pay. So he had a big cash flow. So he changed his pricing to SaaS mode, but he would give 1 year at a time. They give you a 1 year license for the product at time. So even before he goes ahead and deploys it, customer signs up for automated calling, 50 lakhs per year, you pay upfront. And then use the automated calling for a year. Next year, another 50 lakhs. Right? So he solved his cash flow problem with a new pricing strategy. He solved the way to enter different banks. And we all know that once you get a foot in the door in these big IT organizations, your life is made. If you go ahead and keep, I'm sure within 2 more years, this will be 20 products. And he said that the reason why he gets in now is because all banks have got to follow government of India regulations for security and reporting and this and that. And he says there are 4,500 rules that any IT software has to be. with the first chatbot, brought in those 4,500 rules, addressed it in his IT environment. So now when he walks into a bank, he's educating them that, what are these 4,500 things identified if you're going to use any of these software. And I already have it. So, automatically, he's going to be qualified. And, so the thing is that when you, in order to scale up, you have to cross the chasm. And that's whole product and referenceability. Once you get your whole product and referenceability done, now sky's the limit. Now you are there for the keeps. They can bring in some bright MBAs and they know how to optimize. MBAs won't take you over the chasm. Only an entrepreneur can jump over the chasm. But MBAs can grow. Okay, so I've given my talk about how to scale up. So, and I know I've already talked to about 5 or 6 of you. You have all got exciting and interesting companies already. So let's just let's have any questions you have. And I would recommend share a little bit about the kind of company you have, because you might be surprised, but you might find more customers here or partners here by just describing what company you have if you have. Yeah. Yeah.
I think I'm audible, right?
I need a mic.
So this is with respect to zero code to low code platform that we have made. The question is, how do you get that segment one customer, to develop and enhance your product? So like for that, your case, it was an SBI. So how do you get one to have all?
Okay, so the first one or two customers that any entrepreneur gets is by scrambling. There is no step-by-step way to get the first few customers. You have to scramble. It means you have to call on 100 customers, use your friends, your father's friends, your friend's friend, your professor's friend, your whatever, to get an introduction, sell your story. Get an introduction, sell your story. That's how you find the first 1 or 2 customers who are sitting in an innovative kind of customer emotional mindset. So those are the ones you want. Conservative ones that are obvious, they're not going to buy from you, no matter what. They'll come and listen to you, but it's waste of time, in my eyes. You have to, when you meet a customer, you have to actually assess what personality does this guy have. Is he a risk taker? Is he excited about technology? Only then, when you have your product, are you going to get a chance to even pilot it or prototype it or demo it. Big companies are companies in general. Or sometimes in a big company you find a champion in a small lab or corner of the office or whatever. That's good. Those are good people. But don't try to go for the mainstream market until you have a whole product prepared by working with champions. And those are 1 or 2 in 100. So unless you call in 100 companies, you're not going to find those owners. Sometimes you might be lucky. But in general, it takes that kind of scrounging around to find those folks. So once you find them, now the idea is not to make money off them. The idea is to suck their knowledge. Right? The idea is to suck everything. So I'll give you an example. Selectica. My co-founder had developed this, AI-based configuration pricing thing. For 10 years he'd been working on it, and Xerox Park and everything. IIT PhD. And So I called up the CIO at Siemens, telecom business. It was close by, in Silicon Valley. So I said, hey, we've got this state-of-the-art configurator, all that. You can configure any of your telecom switches and all that. Is right there on the internet. So this German guy, CIO, said, yeah, come. I want to see this breakthrough technology that you did. Said you come up with. So we go there, we do the demo and all that. And he and all the engineers are amazed. They say, wow, fantastic. We've never seen something like this. And so, after we walked out of the meeting after 2 hours, I was so excited. I said, wow, Siemens, telecom, what a great opportunity. We blew them away. 3 days go by and not a tinkle, nobody's calling. And then, so I call up this Klaus Strassler. Call up Klaus and I said, Klaus, you guys love the technology. There's nothing like it. You yourself said in the meeting. But how come you don't want to do a pilot, prototype, or what? He says, look, your AI engine requires a lot of rules that I've got to go ahead and code. Write some code in Java before your engine can execute those rules. There's no way I'm going to convert all my marketing people into Java coders. They can write the rules, but they can't write the Java code that encompasses. I need a model builder. So then I called up the whole team and said, no more doing the engine. The engine is very good. We need a model builder. So people can write their rules in English language and it automatically generates Java. So I put all the clouds and I said, 3 months we will give you a model builder. He said, great, show it to me. So I go there, 3 months later, show him the model builder, puts in the rule, boom, it generates the rules in Java code and starts running. He said, wow, fantastic. So we come back and said, so we are done. Model builder, engine, everything working. 3 days later, nothing happens again. Let's say, what happened? He says, yeah, you have all of that, but where does the order go after you configure it? It needs to go into my ERP system. You can't just go ahead and generate an order and then somebody has to retype it in. So this code has to go in seamlessly into my ERP system. And he's using SAP. So I told the engineer, okay, model builder done. We're going to have middleware that will seamlessly integrated into the ERP system. So we went ahead and wrote a model builder for 3 months, a middleware for 3 months, and got integrated. Then I go again, demo that, the light comes down. So again, he said that, you've got all of this, but how do I get a report of, how much business I've got and all of that stuff? So it's documented the reporting system. 3 more months, wrote a reporting system, demoed that, and then he said, I need to have an easy to use interface. So it took me 5 or 6 tries for 18 to 20 months in order to just finish off the whole project. And luckily I had this guy giving me the specs, giving me the environmental test, SAP integration, giving me the feedback as to what the user interface should be, easy to use interface should be, what the dashboard should be, So he gave me all that information and I finished it, but when I finished everything, he said, look, I have no time, Raj. The competition came in and they had the whole product and I had no time, I had to use the product. So I gave them $1 million order. So here I worked non-stop with this guy for 20 months and nice guy who could help me, but then the $1 million order, which would have made my company. And he said, I gave it to the competition. I said, okay, Klaus, I've done everything that you asked me for. So you're going to do me one favor. He said that, we know that the competition's AI engine is not as strong as mine. Can we look at it and then tell you what all the problems are in the AI engine? So he said, look, I've signed an NDA, non-disclosure agreement. I cannot let you touch the competitor's product. So I said, okay, we won't touch it. But he said that I'll let you come up with the case studies and you can ask my apps engineer to run them against the competitor's thing. So my CTO and I go in with all the 6 case studies that we thought would fail, like nested rules and this and that. So we go there and as expected, this thing failed, this thing failed, this thing failed, this thing. So we got a list of 6 different areas that the competition failed. So I had a whole product and I knew the 6 weaknesses, deadly weaknesses of my competitor. Now there's enough customers out there, right? So a few days later, GE wanted a configurator for MRI systems. At that time, each MRI machine was $10 million. So they wanted to configure these complex MRI machines. And so we went in there. This competitor who had won the Siemens order, and we both built pilots. And now our pilot is a perfect pilot. And had all the functionality done. Model builder, dashboard, tools, reporting, everything. So, we both were at the top of the list. And then my salesman calls me and says, Raj, the order is gone. We gave it to the competition. And so I said, okay, just set up one meeting with the CIO. So I walk into the CIO and he says, look, not only did they do the prototype, just like you had a pretty good prototype, but, I called up the reference Siemens and he said, yes, they placed the order with Calico for $1 million. You don't have a customer. Your product looks good, but you don't have a customer. Reference a customer. Saw that. Reference customer is needed. And so Siemens said that they were using Calico. I don't have a choice. I can't take a risk. So I said, they may be using Calico's product, but it has got 6 fatal flaws in it. And when your product goes into production, your organization is going to run into these flaws, and these cannot be fixed. So you have to change the whole engine. And I gave the list of 6 flaws. And he ran the 6 case studies against the prototype that Calico had built, and they all failed. Obviously, he called up Calico and said, can you fix these things? 2-year rewrite job. Rewrite the engine if you can. I said, well, it's going to take some 2 years. Obviously, he couldn't wait for the 2 years. And that's how we got the GE order for $1 million. And then I brought my whole sales team in for a sales conference. And I said, this is the case study. This is how we won the GE order. And if any of you ever loses against Calico, you are fine. Because it means that you don't know how to sell. Guess what? That day we didn't lose a single order to Calico. And in less than 18 months, Calico was back. We didn't lose a single order. In fact, we even heard that as soon as Selecta would walk into a corporate account, basically the Calico would not even say they would even call him. They basically lost the war. This code is very hard. And it would require a whole rewrite of the engine. So actually what ended up happening is not only did we stop them from getting new orders, but then I took my salespeople and said, call on all the old customers. So Cisco was their top account. Dell was the top account. All the accounts that they had, I said, call on them. And let's get Calico kicked out of them. So they just not only lost new customers, but they lost the existing customers. So, destroy the competition. But the thing is, that's how you do a whole product. You have to find somebody who's going to be willing to become your product manager. Because the marketing people or the product managers you will hire will not have the hands-on experience of knowing what is really needed in the real world. They might be good NDAs or whatever, they might give the polish, but the fundamental needs of the product are not understood or known by only MBA types, unless they come from industry. So you've got to get some, maybe even mid-level guy or even a low-level guy, technician, depending on the kind of industry you're in, who knows what's going on. He has to give you the information. So extracting market knowledge for yourself, for the product you're developing, that itself is an art and a skill. Yeah.
Just a follow-up on that. Am I audible? Okay. Take a mic. Yeah, because these video things. So, I run an enterprise SaaS company. Okay. We are at the chasm, like you say, 5 enterprises. How many people are at the chasm? How many of you think you're at the chasm or you made it over the chasm? Great. So 5 enterprise customers. There are certain customers who are sitting and they keep asking for additional features, like you say, these features. And I'm always in a dilemma because resources are tough. Right? So you could either go out, and this has happened twice. 3 months, I build another feature, I go back and say, this is okay, I want this one. So after a certain point, I tell them, if you sign, I'm happy to build as much as you can. But as soon as that signing part, so that's a hard ask, in the sense that like you went on in 20 months, and that's quite a lot. I was lucky to get into capital. I have an next situation. Who believe, who trust it? So that's the question. What point do you stop, and what point do you keep giving it to the customer? So it's been 2 cycles, and this is a large enterprise, but the resources are limited. So you're always thinking, why don't I go after the other market rather than just waste time? Because you're never sure how good a champion that guy will be. That's why this chart is very important. Where do I go next, right? So, do I take my app and sell it to other people? Do I keep adding more functionality to the app? The bowling pin is very important. So, if you're only going to focus on the telco industry, same app, or you're going to focus on, adding more functionality for the telco industry. So, the way I make my decision is actually the functionality that I'm being asked to add. Is it customer specific or is it market segment specific? If it is market segment specific, I want that data knowledge, because that is going to make me ready for the whole market. But if it is customer specific, because this customer has got this weird old accounting software, and the guy wants me to integrate into his old accounting software that nobody else in the industry uses it. Now, you got to pay for it on a service basis. So, anything that's customized to somebody, you got to pay for it. And you got to put your foot down and let them pay for it. But if you're getting something that will make you better for a whole segment, or open up new customers, now, you start the information, get the information. Yes.
Hello. Yeah, my name is Ankit. I'm from Technologist. So what I'm building is my product is wireless charging product which can charge any kind of chargeable device at a distance and without any display. So I was focusing my product while doing the entire session. The only question I do is that every startup here entrepreneur which is in a technology field and there should be an MBA guy for a business. So my question is, if I get a mentor who is in a business field, I am a technology guy for my startup. So if I find some mentor who is in a business field and is guiding me to every step, so is it okay to go with a mentor or should I find a co-founder?
I think this is a very good question about when to grow your team at the co-founder level. So this is something that, I think I've seen a lot of entrepreneurs struggle with this decision, especially in India. So entrepreneurs in India seem to be very possessive of whatever business idea they've got and so on. So they are not that open to creating a founding team. And this is very different from Silicon Valley. The culture in Silicon Valley is, let me set up a founding team of complementary skills that I'm going to need to attack this particular opportunity. And then you come up with whatever algorithm you want, what is appropriate to share the equity on. So, because the whole idea in Silicon Valley is that we should be able to grow the pie so much faster with a team of the right co-founders that even if I'm 1/4, I own 1/4 of the pie, it'll be much bigger than the whole pie in 2 years. So the whole mindset in Silicon Valley is to form a founding team. The value that you get from the founding team will be worth more than only the good thing. What I've seen here in India in particular, and a lot of, I think, other countries also, outside Silicon Valley, even in the US, outside Silicon Valley, is that most founders of companies are 1%, 2%, if that, typically 1%. Because they find it very hard to think that co-founders will work as hard as they will bring as much value to the organization as they will, etc. But I think they are missing out on the benefits of a co-founding team. So whenever I start a company, I want at least 3 to 4 co-founders. So I don't want more than 3 or 4 or maximum 5, but more like 3 to 4. But I don't want to be like even 2 people founding the company. Because a co-founder basically adds more than his own one person to the capability of the organization. In terms of the network effect, in terms of the knowledge, in terms of the cross discussion, and etc. Just the constant energy, because there will be lots of negative setbacks. One person solving all the negative problems, very hard not to get depressed. But if you got 4 people, they come up with ways to work around it, give each other most of support, etc. So I know it's difficult in India, and I'm sure there are other specific reasons native to India's economy that makes it difficult to form founding teams. But I personally think you should put in the effort up front. Don't try to get a co-founder 1 year after the company starts. Then you'll find an employee, you won't find a co-founder. Big difference between finding an employee and finding a co-founder. The difference is that, the co-founder will do anything that you ask him. An employee will only do what you ask him. So that is a big difference. And when you're building a company, all kinds of different issues come up that somebody has to take care of. And if you don't have co-founders, you have to take care of it. So,
one question saves my point, because this specific thing I am unstuck with. Good morning, I am Arvind Agarwal. I represent Advit, which is a publication firm, publication startup, digital as well as print. I think the niche of social strain in the middle class and the higher middle class. I am struggling with the same problem. I take your time to develop the company, and going by your talk, I almost unknowingly worked towards becoming a whole product. But it took some time for me to come to this point. And like sometimes they say, but an entrepreneur has to be far-sighted. But if you're too far-sighted, then also there is a problem. So I'm going through that kind of problem. So I started working on something which addresses very fundamental problems in education and very fundamental problems in the society. And I have now developed a solution to great degree. It is now scalable. But all this time I have been doing it alone. Now I need co-founder. Where to scout for co-founder? Is it a good idea to go on platforms like cofounder.co and that is it.
The trouble with finding a co-founder 1 or 2 years after thinking of the idea is that you got so much vested investment in your company to find somebody else who is going to be able to contribute that much right off the bat to the value of your company is not that easy. But let's assume that the main challenges that you're going to face right now are in marketing, sales, finance, etc. Now you can either hire a marketing person, sales person, finance person, or you can find a co-founder who will do this company. So I think if I was in your position, I would first look for a co-founder who has the ability to do sales, marketing, COO job, Chief Operating Officer job, running the organization, HR job, all of that. Rather than hiring people to do it, I would do it as a co-founder. Because if a co-founder does it, then you will actually be more efficient. Because if you hire HR and then production and this and that, all kinds of people, how are you going to keep them busy all the time? It's easy to find one person who can jump from job to job to job to job. And then when a function becomes demanding enough, you hire a person. So I would look for all the areas that you have not done and look for co-founders in that spot. It will be a more difficult, the challenge will be how to give them equity and ownership. But it's better to sacrifice some of your ownership of equity than to, kind of be penny wise pound foolish. So it's better to sacrifice some of your equity and get a co-founder for those functions than find employees for those functions.
My name is Ruben Shah. So we have started, we are using voice technologies, something similar to what you just said, and solve the problems of industry. So we can take very domain specific, business process specific, what problems of the process in a given industry we can solve using voice technology. So in addition to co-founder, at an early stage, so you're pre-revenue stage, how do you attract talent? Because you're not a funded startup. And in the last 2 months, my biggest problem has been that I've made 4 offers. Engaged the candidates for 3 to 4 weeks before I made the offer. Then, 3 of them actually told me their family didn't want us to join startups and take their risk. Get a job from Wipro, Infosys or Capgemini. So one thing is that there are more candidates who are open. So they're open to take interviews for startups. But then ultimately when push comes to the shove, they decide in favor of higher package. How do we attract talent at that early stage?
So clearly a problem for all startups. So basically I'll tell you something. My secret is not to hire the best person, because I know that the best person, there's a good chance that he'll get a job at Infosys or whatever, and he won't take my job off of email. But my strategy, especially as an entrepreneur, I would not do this if I was working for a business. Then I'm one of the best person. But my strategy is actually to take somebody one notch less, but then make them the best person. Grow them into become the best person. I have done that very, very successfully because I personally feel that most people, if they are reasonably good, they've got all the right characteristics and personality and skill and so on. If you create the right challenging, growth-oriented, learning kind of atmosphere, they can get it. You can actually grow the people.
I had a pleasure of attending his IPO, startup to IPO a couple of years back. I have been also using Opti chips when I was in the PC manufacturing, so I know Opti chips there. So after that, we moved into cloud solutions. So providing cloud solutions to enterprises. Of late, we have been working on chatbots and blockchain-based solutions. We developed a chatbot POC for Salesforce, which is the largest Fortune 500 company in the SaaS. On blockchain, we are working on some smart contract solutions because the other things like points and all that is not legal, but smart contracts are legal. So we have got some interesting solutions for the investments for senior citizens and all that, like maybe estate management and stuff like that.
If anybody else wants to share what they're doing with the rest of the bunch, wonderful opportunity. Share your travel stuff.
Hi, I'm Suraj. I run a travel startup called Trip Culture. A lot of people feel that travel is a market where you have a lot of competition and there's so many people doing this. We wanted to do something different. I realized when I traveled abroad, finding a tour abroad is not a big deal. You don't need to pre-book or something. Everything is so standardized. But I feel staying in India, when you travel to South or Bombay, Delhi, wherever, finding an authentic travel agent has become a very big challenge. Finding a local tour has become a very big challenge. We are working towards standardizing the local tours in the domestic market. That is one area where we are trying to address. So if you travel to Madurai or you travel to Chennai or something, language becomes a problem. A lot of people feel whom to dress, whom not to dress, whether we book, the person will be there or not. The quality of the tour. I think that's a very big challenge in India. That is something which we are trying to address. Thank you.
My name is Amish Agarwal. I'm running insurance.com. It's an insurance aggregator platform where all the companies are tied with us, like HDFC, ICICI, everyone is with us. So basically the insurance is a very complex product. As such, most of the people do not understand. So we give a comparison of all the products listed on our website and help the customer understand which one to buy. In the insurance market, most of the times what happens is, most of the times is mis-selling. So what we focus upon is that whatever products we are selling, it is as per the need of the customer rather than what you want to sell. So we never missell a product, and we give a 360-degree support as well to the customers even after the product has been sold. So if it is you are basically you got a health insurance from us and then you are going to a hospital, most of the time people do not understand basically what needs to be done to get the claims passed and all. So basically what we do is our person goes to the hospital and does each and everything from taking care of the hospital bills to contacting the insurance company, so that the customers basically experience becomes hassle-free and his claim is getting approved on time and he is getting the best experience. So as of now we are providing this kind of services only in Mumbai, but if we get the budget then obviously it can be in other cities as well.
Thank you. I am Vipul. I run a social media platform for Bitcoin. It is completely focused on opinions where people can share their opinions and discuss them. So back end what we try to do is we research all those opinions and generate a sentiment analysis about what common people are thinking about any ongoing topics. Plus we also can help brands to directly get in contact with the consumers, collect their opinions and do primary research. So our first time entrepreneurs, so whatever we are doing is here until going after when we see here. A lot of learnings with structured way how we can take it forward from here and how it will grow from there. Thank you very much.
Good morning, my name is Shubham Vishwakarma and my startup is all about education. Online means how to provide low cost education online because my competitors are Byju's and big startup firms. So we are trying to, I have a team of 4 members, already have 4 co-founders. So we are trying to make online education hub which we can provide at low cost. Means there are a lot of people where in villages like Uttar Pradesh and Bihar they cannot afford for the preparation of NEET exams and JEE examinations fees. So we are trying to make up the course in a very small package. So we can provide it through our application and we are working it from last 2 years and it will be ready almost from 2021 December. Thank you.
My name is Manatosh Hawala and I recently retired from ONGC, the Golden Cage company, out of that now. I picked up from IIT Kharagpur in 1983. And for the last 10 years, I was looking at the company in the deterioration in technical world and it's going to be soon going to be out. It is a pollution, the highest pollution in companies and the company was so I'm trying to make my company managing aware of the forthcoming danger. And my past chairman is the biggest stop. I have been convincing for starting a startup fund. We allocated 100 crore startup fund. Once before the Narendra Modi started in 6 months before that. And between the August declared Narendra Modi 26 January next year, he declared the allocation. Already it is notified so that way our company and big company tried and funding and now it is 1,000 crores fund and I got a startup now but I have team with my wife and my son who are engineer and they are receiving traditional investment in artificial intelligence and nutrition with perfection. That's like $70,000 million and massive data out of that. Predictive failure rate and going faster than that. Before buying the company, leave the company for this predictive failure. This is the job we are doing as a traditional as well as high-tech combination later. And now, since I'm a retired person now, so I'm receiving on kind of free service technique. Mistakes I did in 46 years, and also especially to IIT Germany, very good in Kharagpur. I permitted them not to join with a large company, especially in public sector. I wish their life, if you can afford it, take the several failures, run and start. This is my current attitude.
Sir, I'm Harish Nambiar. So there is there any industry standards where equity is given for technology and marketing for a startup company? Like we understand that when we invest something, get into the market, marketing team and technology that is involved. So how the equity is given? Is there any industry standards? Thank you.
Yeah, actually, there are some rule of thumb. There is no industry standard. So typically, the more risk you take, the more equity you get. So if you're starting a company and you want to get a vice president at Reliance Petrochemical to join your startup, can you imagine how much risk he's taking, giving up his job as VP at Reliance Petrochemical to join your startup? Obviously, you have to give more equity. But if somebody is out of a job and he wants to join your startup, obviously he's not taking much risk. He didn't have a job in the first place. He'll get less. So one thing that I use is if you join early when there's nothing on just a piece of paper, obviously get taking more risk, you'll get more equity. If you join after the company has got its first few customers and is right in the chasm, you're going to get a lot less. So if you're very early, you might get 1/4 of the company before. If you wait till the company is at the chasm, found the first customer, starting defining the product, got product market fix, everything done, you're more likely to get between 3 to 5%, so 25%. You wait till the company has crossed the chasm, has got certain market segments taken care of, you probably get 1%. So that VP of Reliance, from 25% if you had joined 2 years ago, a year later, you'll be probably be down in the 5 to 10%. 3 years later, when the company is trying to scale up, you'll be down to 1%. So it's just rules of thumb that basically, kind of trade-off risk versus reward. Yes.
I'd like to talk to you about one of my upcoming books, which is for entrepreneurs and business owners. And you know that it is more than theory that it takes to run and steer a business successfully. As a matter of fact, it takes something between theory, psychology, and even spirituality. So what I've done is I have put together some of my experiences and some of the techniques of being a good entrepreneur and a good business owner in form of a book. It's going to be called Vyavasaya Upanishad. It's going to be a 520 odd pages book with 225 one or two pages. It's going to be it's going to be a treat on the literary side as well as it's going to be a fantastic business ready in a very simple and informal language. And there are a lot of interesting things, but I think I'll leave it to you. There are downloadable 25 pages on the website of this book. Several pages.
Let me share it with you. Saloni, when she puts out the message, I'll share all the presentations that we've got.
And what I can do is, in addition to I will create a coupon which you can use. Maybe we'll call it TIE 1410, which will give you 5% extra. Okay. We'll create it today in the evening and you can use it maybe tomorrow onwards. Great, Dr. Vanti, go ahead. At the moment it will be available in Hindi, but as time goes by,
yeah. So thank you all. Raj, this was an excellent session. We hope to catch up with you soon. If you could just stay back for 2 more minutes, I'll ask Dilkar to run us through our proposed first pilot of Fly Academy. A lot of you have a kind of potential students for the prototype batch, and I'll give it to Dilkar now to just give us a quick 2 minutes overview of what we're trying to do. We're basically trying to target first-time entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs who have started off but who need a complete rounding, like what Raj is trying to explain to us. That you either have good MBAs or good techies, but we don't get a good product. Similarly, we're trying to talk to entrepreneurs and get them a wholesome entrepreneur made out from the course. So, Professor Dilkar, yeah, over to you.
Well, thank you, Raj and Naveen. I think there hasn't been a more wonderful introduction to the Thai Academy than Raj's presentation. So first of all, a big round of applause. He exemplifies exactly what we are going to do, because when you introduce Raj, some of the words used where they set up businesses, billion of dollars, IPOs and payout, right? It seems also easy. It seems like an art. Actually, it's a deep science, it's a processes. And everything is said after the introduction. Every single thing he did, the checklist, everything is said, talked of a process. So let me just take you back to the definition of entrepreneurship, which Thai actually exemplifies in its handbook. It's very nice, and I think that if you register this, all entrepreneurs, Thai defines entrepreneurship as the capacity and willingness to take risk and manage the business with all its complexities in order to make money or profit. Right? So the key thing is the capacity and willingness. So when Raj gave the example of that chip and the order that he decided to place on the vendor for $1 million, that is the risk-taking ability supported by some logic and reasoning, obviously. It's not just up in the air. That is what separates an entrepreneur from people like me who are talking about it now but not professionals. Thai's motto is fostering entrepreneurship, and events like these and many much wonderful events done by Navin and his team go a long way towards that. Now we can all finish here and we can all go back home. So we started thinking about how can we bind this together. So my background is in sales. I'm a sales consultant. I work on sales, execution and development, and in my area of sales, I run a lot of sales academies. So sales academies is a way in which we train salespeople holistically, instead of taking them to just one program or other. We get them together, we certify them, we rate them, we put them in the field, bring them back. So it's a very rigorous exercise. Looking at what entrepreneurs need and the various skill sets they need and the various backgrounds they come from. Somebody's a tech guy, somebody's finance, somebody's marketing, somebody's sales. What we thought was, how about we curate something which can last beyond the lifetime of the course they take. So that is what an academy does. Academy is a place for higher learning, as I define it in English. So what we hope to do is to create a temple of learning here, which is under the aegis of Thai. Now Thai is a wonderful organization because Thai is a not-for-profit. It is not a Dinkar Suri Academy, it's not XYZ Academy, it's Thai. So Thai is by, of and for entrepreneurs. So if you ever get a selfless service with people like Raj coming in, other wonderful people coming in, it will be in Thai. It is basically with a non-profit motive, and the only mission that we have is to improve your success as an entrepreneur. So we try to improve your capacity and willingness to take the risk. Now if you fail because you're not executing correctly, what happens? You lose the capacity and willingness to take the risk. And then what happens? An entrepreneur dies. And that is not what we want. Okay, we want to foster entrepreneurship. So what we're trying to do is to look at what we can do, and so Thai Academy is a launch, and I'm the entrepreneur for that. Let me put it plain and simple. This is my product, and I'm following all the steps that Raj just talked about for starting his high-tech business, and which we would be talking to you in the academy for this particular product. So we've gone and talked to entrepreneurs like you. More than 50% of the entrepreneurs in the Thai network are actually first-time entrepreneurs and bootstrapped. So the high risk of failure unless guided properly, right? We have a large range of programs. So we have a program, this program is called Start Your Venture Program, aimed at startups just started off on the early growth stage. They have a product, they have actually a POC or a product or a service in the market. Then there are people in the growth phase who have different needs. And then people have said we want special training on negotiation skills, on lean canvas, etc., etc. So lots of needs. So we're taking a very simple proof of concept on Start Your Venture, and we have created some modules. which are typically the modules that we look at, starting with what is the entrepreneurial mindset you need to fix yourself in. Now, the faculty for this are the wonderful pool of charter members we have in the Thai community, both in Mumbai and outside, who want to come and spend their valuable time completely free of cost to talk to you and train you. So it's over 4 weekends. So 9th November to 7th December. So there are like 8 weekend days, Saturday, Sunday. So every Saturday we give a group session. The batch size is about 30 to 40. We will have groups in that. We conducted at IIT Victor Managers Convention Center. Every Saturday, the group will be given exercise to come back the next day morning and present. And on Sunday, when we finish the module, you will be given an assignment which the mentor evaluates separately. So, it starts with entrepreneurship, analyzing the opportunity, which is the basic core of what Raj talked about. Launching the venture. Okay, looks at route to market. How do you get into market? Financing the venture. Getting a business plan. So there are things like design thinking, the lean canvas method. The lean canvas method is a bare all one-page plan, which I didn't have it 30 years back. It's a wonderful concept. If you don't have the USP, you don't have what is the unfair competition, what's unfair about product to competition, you can't make that plan. You learn about that. The most important part, which I have found in my research of various courses across the country and abroad, is on sales, execution, and development. Right? It's so important. I think everybody touches upon it. As a sales consultant, I've developed a module which I bring in here, which focuses only on that. And then we take the group, we make you prepare a pitch mock presentations, and we take you to our panel of VCs and angels where you can pitch and get funding. So this is how the module looks like. This one ends as of 7th of December, the graduation. Subsequent modules, based on the feedback from our customers who are the participants, we can have a follow-up mentoring session for these guys. So we have our next program called maybe Grow Your Venture, so on and so forth. There are boot camps. We want to create this as a continuous cycle of learning throughout the year. This is the first one. What we need now are people to come in and take charge of the wonderful opportunity. Saloni and the Thai team has already sent out all the details to all of you. And if you want anything further, we are here to help you. But this is the complete course. The faculty is finalized. Everything has been done. We've got some of the best people, wanting to come in really and share experiences. So this is going to be a continuous course with a lot of feedback, with a lot of inputs given to you, the best practices, all the processes required to make your venture successful, which are going to be practically implemented. So we ask you to bring your product, your service, your business concept with you to the class, and the mentors like Raj will work on it there. You will work together, work in groups, and go back with increased knowledge and increased plans for execution, how to make successful. So I would please ask all of you to come to the course, recommend it to your fellow entrepreneurs to come in and make this a great success, because it is your course and it's curated with people like you in mind. Yeah? Thank you so much. I'm here for any more questions. I'm the Chief Sales Officer for this, so I'm responsible for everything here, okay? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Just to add one small point, it's just not charter members that will be in the sessions. Every course on a day, we're going to top it off with either an active entrepreneur from the Mumbai industry or an active investor who's going to come and give. So, for example, we have people like Naveen Surya, Dhruval Sangvi, Anand Jain from Clever Tap, guys who are still in their 5th, 6th year of the entrepreneurship journey who are going to come back and run you through the same. So, for example, if you're talking about opportunity analysis, we may have somebody from Baby Chakra who will come and talk about how they did their digitally first company and what do they think of, what is the opportunity analysis, etc. So it's going to be a combination of charter members, live entrepreneurs, and so though the student cohort will be just about 40, But if you add all the folks who are going to teach it, it's going to be double that. We're going to almost be interacting with 80 people in the whole 5-week program. So that's the whole idea, you know. You have a lot of these things is out in the market over there, which is an online thing, but what we bring as TIE is the relevance. And version 2, version 3 is when we're also going to start getting folks from Silicon Valley involved and tech and things like that. So look forward to catching up with you all. And thanks again for making it in the morning. Thank you, Raj. And we look forward to you contributing to this. Thanks. Please, people who haven't had breakfast, it's still open. We'll get hot dog puris made and served. So, and people who want to have a second round like me can also come in. Thank you.